Hi everyone, I'm just about to start my workout for today. This workout is going to be split up into two parts. The first part is going to be 30 minutes of interval training. So if you're looking for just a 30-minute workout today, I have included this workout on my playlist of 30-minute workouts, so you can always just do part one with me. For part one, I am using one 10-pound dumbbell. That's a good weight for me. You may need something lighter or heavier, so please make the decision that is best for you. If you do plan on using a dumbbell, please make sure your dumbbell is flat on the bottom. If your dumbbell is round here, I don't recommend that. Make sure it's either shaped like a hexagon like mine is, or if it's rounded, make sure that at least the bottom is flat. Because we're gonna be putting our weight on the dumbbell for the first exercise. And if your dumbbell is rounded, it's not going to be safe. So please make sure your dumbbell is flat, safety first. For all of the other exercises, it's fine if your dumbbell is rounded. So if your dumbbell is not flat on the bottom, you can use it, just not for the first exercise. I will do my best to walk you through the exercises as we're going, but I want to go ahead and get right into the workout. So after the workout, I will go through the exercises in a little bit more detail and show you some equipment-free modifications, just in case you don't have a dumbbell that you can use, or in case you don't feel comfortable adding weight to your workouts yet, but I'll show you that after the workout. Part two of my workout is just going to be jump rope. So if you're just looking to do a 30-minute workout, you can do part one only. If you want to do a little more with me today, I am doing jump rope for part two, 3,000 revolutions of the jump rope. I'm breaking it up into sets of 100. So 100 reps of jump rope, meaning 100 revolutions of the rope is one set, and I'm going to do 30 sets. It'll take me plus or minus about 30 minutes to complete that. So my workout today is going to be around an hour. If you don't have a jump rope, or you can't jump rope where you are for whatever reason, but you still want to do more than a half an hour, you can add on any type of cardio, that's fine. So you can do part one of the workout, which is 30 minutes of interval training, and then you can go for a run, or a bike ride, or a hike, or a swim. Okay, so you can always just add on some other type of cardio if you want to do more than just that first 30 minutes. If you do have a jump rope and you plan on jumping rope with me, maybe consider getting some music ready to go, because like I said, 3,000 skips is going to take us plus or minus about 30 minutes, and it can get very tedious without music. I will not be playing music for several reasons. So if you would like to get some music ready for that section, that is probably not a bad idea. So if you plan on jumping rope with me, get some music ready, get a great playlist ready that is gonna last at least a half an hour. Grab your jump rope, grab a dumbbell if you have one, and if you're using one, take a minute to make sure you're good and warmed up, and when you're ready, let's go. My timer is set for 15-second rest intervals and 45-second work intervals times 30 rounds. So that's our 30 minutes. The circuit consists of 6 exercises. Really, it's 4 exercises, but 2 of the exercises we have to do on one side and then on the other side. So there's 6 exercises total in the circuit, which means we'll be going through the circuit of 6 exercises 5 times to get our 30 minutes. Okay, so I will do my best to walk you through the exercises as we're going, but again, if you need any further instruction, or if you need to see equipment-free modifications, stick around. I will show you those after the workout. I just want to get my workout done first. So, whoops. It's a longer work interval than what we typically do, but it's also a longer rest interval. I like this format for 30-minute workouts. I think the longer rest interval is needed. So, starting the timer with our 15-second rest interval, I'm going to go ahead and get my watch going as well. The first exercise is going to be a push-up on the dumbbell. So I'm holding both sides of my dumbbell, holding it in my hands like this. 2 seconds. I'm going to put the dumbbell on the ground, holding onto it with my hands, jump the feet back into plank, do a push-up on the dumbbell, jump the feet back in, and now a counterweight squat. So it's like an air squat, but I am bringing the weight up in front of me as I sink into the squat, using the dumbbell as a counterweight. Okay, that's our first exercise. So push up on the dumbbell, jump the feet in, stand, counterweight squat. 15 seconds to rest. Next is going to be a side lunge with a leg lift and an overhead press. So again, holding my dumbbell in between my hands like this. I'm going to lunge to the side, lift the leg, and as I lift the leg, I'm extending my arms overhead and lifting the dumbbell. Overhead press, weight comes down, and then as the weight comes down, I'm returning to the lunge position and then pushing off that standing leg, returning to my starting position. Seconds to rest those hands. Slow down your breathing a little. Regain some strength. And now we're repeating that exercise on the other leg. So side lunge. Lift the leg with an overhead press. Weight comes down as the leg comes down, and then return to the starting position. Remembering, as always, with your squats and with your lunges, shoulders are back and down, chest is lifted high. Always, you want a nice, strong, tight, engaged core. Wait, what's next? Oh yeah. And you want to push your booty back, keeping the weight in your heels. Next is an assisted pistol squat with a knee up and an oblique knee twist. Try not to tap that foot down. Do your best, it's tough. So knee up, twist, right into the next rep if you can. Obviously, if you need to check your balance, check your balance. This is a very challenging exercise. I would say balance checks are probably to be expected. Switching legs, so rest for 15. Then we're gonna do the same exercise on the other leg. So I'm holding the weight in front of me like this, other leg, sink down into the squat. It is an assisted pistol squat. So that non-standing leg is there to help you. Use it as much as you need to, but as little as you can. The goal is to not use it at all, but then that would be an assisted pistol squat. If you are strong enough to do unassisted pistol squats for 45 seconds, and you want to do that, feel free. Final exercise in the circuit, abs. So again, I'm holding my weight, same way. Lift the feet. I'm gonna do around the world. Continue that motion. 3 Russian twists. 1, 2, 3. Other way. Around the world, tap, tap, tap. Around the world. Continuing in that motion, tap, tap, tap. Around the world, tap, tap, tap. If you need to put your heels down on the mat, that's fine. Okay, that's once through the circuit. We're gonna do that 5 more times. So starting again with our push-up and squat combo. Alrighty, I'm really needing these longer rest intervals. Next is our side lunge with the leg lift, overhead press. Rest. And then we'll do those on the other side. Pistol squats. These are really tough. Just do your best. Now going to my weaker leg. After having gotten used to balancing on the other side. The balance on this side is usually even more of a struggle. Just do your best. is abs. So it's the little around the world, and then 3 Russian twist combo. Okay, that's 2 rounds complete out of 5. Just 3 more to go. So starting again with push-up, counterweight squat. Next is side lunge. The leg lift and overhead press. Fifteen seconds to rest. And now other side. Side lunge, leg lift, overhead press. One more point with these is that it's not a kick. I'm not kicking. I'm just lifting the leg straight up, knees straight. You can do a kick, a side kick instead if you want, but that's not what I'm doing. Next is our pistol squats. Do your best. body. Make sure you're keeping the weight in your heel. Push the booty back as you sink down to that squat. Well into round 3, and I'm really becoming fatigued, so that's a challenging exercise as it is. But when I'm as fatigued as I am now, balance becomes more and more difficult. So I had quite a few balance checks on that last interval. Guys, it's fine. Just do your best. And obviously, if you lose your balance, check your balance. I don't expect you to just like keel over because you don't want to tap your foot down. That's ludicrous. Okay, I think I misspoke after round 1 and I said we have five more rounds to go after that. That was incorrect. I was confused because math. It's 6 times 5 to get our 30 minutes. So I had the number 6 in my head. And I was thinking that we were doing 6 rounds of the circuit, but we're not. There are 6 exercises in the circuit, if you count the lunges and the pistol squats as 2 exercises a piece, since we're doing them first on one leg, then on the other. So we only have to do the circuit 5 times to get it on 30 minutes. So I think after round 1, I said we had 5 more rounds to go. But we're only doing 5 rounds total, so at that point, we only had 4 rounds to go. And of course, now we are into round 4. So after this round, we have only 1 more to go, unless I have miscounted, which is always a possibility. Okay, other side. I also want to mention, the thing with interval training is that the point is to do as many reps as you can during the work interval without sacrificing your form. So if you're working out along with the video, your inclination might be to go at the exact pace I'm going. Something to be mindful of. It may just so happen that this is the exact perfect pace for you to go at. But it's more likely that you're either stronger than I am, which means you should be pushing yourself to go faster than I am, to get more reps done with each work interval without sacrificing your form. Or you may be slower than I am, in which case, yeah, you want to be trying to do as many reps as you can in each work interval. And you do want to try to push yourself. You want to put forth maximum effort. But you shouldn't be going at my pace just to go at my pace if you're not there yet. You always have to work to your own level. So be mindful that your pace may be faster or slower than mine. I believe this is our last round. Yes, it is. This is our last time through the circuit. And so the fatigue is really starting to affect me now. On one of those reps or push-ups. Even though my dumbbell is flat on the bottom, there was still one rep where it kind of wobbled on me because I didn't have the best control over the movement at the time. because I'm getting so fatigued. So it just goes to show you that even with the proper equipment, you still have to just be really mindful of what you're doing. Make sure you're moving deliberately. Make sure your movement is controlled. Make sure that you're being safe. Okay, we're halfway through the circuit. Just 3 more intervals to go. Balance check on almost every single one of those reps. Just so fatigued by now. Press that heel into the ground on your way up. Even though we are trying to do as many reps as we can during the work interval, this exercise requires a lot of strength, a lot of balance, and therefore a lot of focus. So I'm trying to keep the pace up. I really am doing my best to move quickly, but it's an exercise that I think you just can't rush, so you gotta be patient with that one. Maybe take your time a little with it. It's a long work interval, so even if you're not like flying through the reps, still be able to get a good amount of reps in. And again, however many you can do is fine. This is our last interval. I know it's hard. I know you're tired. I'm tired too. I'm right here doing it with you, so I know it's hard. I know you're tired. Just keep pushing. We're almost done. We made it 5 times through that tough little circuit. That's our 30 minutes. If you want to jump rope with me, stick around. We will get started on jump rope in just a minute. If you're done for today, if you just were looking to do a 30-minute workout and that's all you want to do, then you're done. I will do a bonus burpee with you now. You know, no workout of mine is ever complete until you have done your bonus burpee. So for those of you who are, for whom this concludes your workout of the day, I will do a solidarity bonus burpee with you, even though I am continuing on with part 2. So, 1 burpee, here we go. All right, so at this point in the workout, I have burned a total of 235 active calories, 281 total calories, and maintained an average heart rate of 155 beats per minute. I'm not stopping my watch because I'm going to get started on part 2 right now, which is jump rope. When I jump rope, I almost always do the same style. I kind of jog in place like this. You don't have to jump rope the way I jump rope. Any style of jump rope you would like to do is fine. So if you're more comfortable jumping with your feet together, you can jump rope with your feet together. You can do high knees, jump rope jacks, twist jumps, you can jump side to side. Any style of jump rope you want to do is fine. The important thing is that we're counting revolutions of the rope. So, if you are done, you've done your bonus burpee. Bye, I'll see you next time. Go stretch, have your shower, have something to eat, get on with the rest of your day. If you're continuing with me, here's what we're doing for part 2. I'm going to reset my timer as a stopwatch, just because I want to see how long this takes me. You don't have to time it if you don't want to, but I time everything. So, resetting my timer as a stopwatch, and I'm going to do a total of 3,000 skips, 3,000 reps of the jump rope. So 1 revolution of the rope equals 1 rep. We're doing sets of 100. So 100 revolutions of the rope is 1 set. I'm gonna do 100 reps and then make a little slash to denote that I've completed 1 set. And we're just gonna do 30 sets. It's gonna take a minute. It's gonna take more like 30 minutes. So I would like to finish this part 2 in under 30 minutes if I can. That's my goal. But it's gonna take as long as it takes. I will not be chit-chatting because I'll be counting reps in my head. So now would be the time to start your music if you want to play music, because otherwise this next half hour is gonna be really boring and tedious for both of us. It has to be boring and tedious for me. It doesn't have to be boring and tedious for you. So start your music, and then when you're ready, come back. We're gonna start with our jump rope right now. And if you trip, I will probably be doing a lot of tripping over my rope because A, I suck at jump rope, and B, I'm exhausted. It's been a long week of workouts. That was a long, tough 30 minutes. I'm fatigued, my legs are tired, so it's probable that I will be tripping a lot over my jump rope. Do your best not to let it frustrate you. And if you trip, you do not have to go back and start that set over. Please don't do that. Just pick up where you left off, okay? So if you trip on rep number 57, just pick it up there and do your best, okay? When you are ready. Pause the video if you need a hydration break or if you need to start your music. When you're ready, come back. I, for real, am pressing my timer right now. Timer's going, here we go. First set of 100. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, and that's 100. So that's my first set of 100, making a little slash. And we're just gonna do that 29 more times, okay? Got it? You know how to count, you know what we're doing. Let's get this done. 2 / number 2. I want to keep the time in between sets as short as I can, but I'm also pacing myself to do 30, so I'm allowing myself a few extra seconds in between sets than I would if we were doing like a total of 10 sets or even 20. Last set, I tripped on like rep 10. So I told you, you don't have to start the whole set over if you trip. But for that one, I did. I just started the whole set over because I had just started the set. I was only on rep 10 and I would rather just go back to 0 and see if I can get through the whole set of 100 unbroken. And I did, so yay. But you don't have to do that. I mentioned that I'm choosing to pace myself for 30 sets by just taking a little longer in between sets than I normally would. But again, however you choose to pace yourself is up to you. You could go through 10 sets fast without taking any break in between and then rest and repeat that twice more. However you want to do it. I want to try to more or less maintain a steady pace over all 30 sets. So I'm just kind of taking a moderate pace with my skipping and taking a few extra breaths in between each set, but it's up to you however you want to pace yourself, okay? Just remember, this is not high intensity. This is moderate paced cardio, so you don't have to race through it. You want to keep a good pace, keep your heart rate up, but You don't want to kill yourself. Especially after, if you're doing it as part 2 of the workout. That was a tough 30 minutes of interval training, so tacking this on after that, just gonna be fatigued and you're gonna have to take it at a slower pace, so it's fine. It was raining right before I started the workout, and now you can see the sun trying to peek through. And as usual, I'm regretting wearing pants. Every time I wear pants, I regret it. Before I start moving, when I'm first getting dressed and setting everything up, it feels so cool, but as it gets to be an hour later in the day and I'm moving and burning calories, it just starts to get so hot. And it's way too hot in these right now. I wish I had worn shorts. Also, if you wanted to, just keep your timer set the same way it was for part 1. Instead of doing 30 sets of 100, you could just do 30 minutes with your jump rope. 30 rounds of 15-second rest intervals and 45-second work intervals. Exactly the same way we have the timer set for round 1. That's another option. I considered doing that, but I wanted to mix it up. probably more advisable to do it that way on intervals if you're listening to music, because then you don't have to count your reps and you can just enjoy the music without worrying about losing count. So, something to consider. Picking it up where I left off. $80, $90, $100. All right, that was set number 15. So we are halfway there. I'm going to peek at my timer and see if I am on pace to finish in under 30 minutes. Fingers crossed. Not quite. So, said I wanted to maintain more or less a steady pace, and if I do that, I'll finish in just over 30 minutes. So, I am still going to try to maintain more or less a steady pace, but I'm going to try to see if I can pick up the pace a little bit in this second half, shortening up my time in between sets. I'm going to make it my goal to finish in under 30 minutes. So, I'm gonna zip the lip and try to pick up the pace. See if I can finish this next 15 sets in under 14 minutes. Here we go. 10 more to go. Keep pushing with me. Hang in there, we're almost done. If you were counting with me, you might have noticed that I did like another 10 extra reps or so that round because I tripped before I even reached 20 reps. So typically if I trip that early on in the set, I do just start the whole set over. See if I can do 100 unbroken, so that's why, in case anyone noticed that. Just 6 sets left to go, so let's keep pushing. Set number 25. Down to our final 5 sets. We're right there. 6. Just 4 more. Just 3 more. I know it's hard to get those feet up. No, my legs are fatigued too. Just do your best. We only have 2 sets left to go. Oh, good Lord. Okay. I'm picking up my count at 40. Take a breath. 50. 60. 70. 80. 90. 100. That is set number 29. We've reached the final set of 100. We did it. Home stretch, last 100 reps. Here we go. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. Nice. All right, I'm gonna mark my final slash. Okay, so I earned it. So the jump rope section, part 2, took me a total of 28 minutes and 58 seconds. So I met my goal of finishing in under 30 minutes. I probably could have done it faster than that. I definitely could have done it faster than that, but like I said, this is, as I'm filming this is a Saturday. So it's the end, it's my 6th workout day in a row. It's the end of a long week of workouts, long, tough workouts. And this part 2, the jump rope section, was tacked on immediately after a very tough 30-minute hit. So it was definitely a very conscious decision on my part to slow down my pace I really was pacing myself for 30 sets, but when I saw that I wasn't going to make my 30-minute goal, I did manage to pick up the pace significantly in that second half without killing myself. So again, having a time goal for me, it's usually really helpful. It helps me to make sure I'm really pushing myself hard. It may or may not be helpful for you. So you don't have to set a time goal. You don't have to worry about your pace. You don't have to race me. You don't have to worry if you're behind me. For those of you who are jumping rope with me, along with the video. So always go at your own pace. Make your workout whatever works for you. I'm just mentioning it because setting that time goal really helped me to pick up my pace in the second half, and I think that was beneficial. Do what works for you. Okay, even if you did a solidarity burpee with me and earlier in the workout after part one, if you did a bonus burpee in solidarity with everyone who was finished with the workout, you still have to do another one, because if you continued on with me and did part two, then your workout is not over yet. Your workout is never officially complete until you have done your bonus burpee. And your bonus burpee should be the last thing you do. It should be a bonus. It should go at the end of the workout. So we have just one rep left. However, if you follow my workouts regularly, you know that when I do a jump rope workout, in addition to my bonus burpee, I also like to do a bonus set of 100 skips. The skipping is optional, so if you would like to do a bonus set of skipping with me, we're just going to do one more set of 100, meaning 100 revolutions of the rope. If you don't want to do this, you can rest for another minute before we do our bonus burpee together, okay? So for anyone who wants to, let's go ahead and do one final set of 100 revolutions of the jump rope, just a quick little bonus set. Ready? Here we go. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, and that is 100. So now, at long last, we have just one rep left. Let's go ahead and do our bonus burpee together, even if this is your second bonus burpee of the day. Let's go ahead and do our bonus burpee together. Just one final rep, and then the workout is officially complete. So now I'm stopping my watch. You could always stop it after the first part and then start a jump rope workout. My watch has a setting specifically for jump rope workout, and you know, mark it separately that way. It's up to you. I just leave it running for, are you sure? Yes, I'm sure when I end the workout. I'm done working out today. I just leave mine going from the very first rep until the very final bonus burpee, just so that I get credit for all those calories burned. As long as I know that the workout itself is over after that final set of skipping, but I like to keep my watch going through the bonuses, so through the bonus set of skipping and through the bonus burpee, just because I'm still working, I'm still doing reps, so I feel as though my watch should know that. Okay, for what it's worth, the whole thing all together, 30 minutes of HIIT plus 3,000 skips plus my probably too long of a break in between parts 1 and 2. The whole thing all together took me a total of 1 hour, 8 minutes, and 18 seconds. I would like to tighten that up a bit next time. I burned a total of 517 active calories, 617 total calories. So not a bad little workout. And my watch is telling me that I maintained an average heart rate of 160 beats per minute. Again, I think next time I do the workout, I can get my heart rate up, going a little faster. I can probably squeeze in a few more reps in part 1 I was doing more talking than I probably should have, and for the first time through the circuit, I was going slower than I probably was. Wait for the plane. So yeah, the first time through the circuit, I was explaining and demonstrating the exercises as we were going. So I think next time I do the workout, I won't be doing that, and so hopefully I will be able to get in a few more reps, especially in that first round, the first time through the circuit. And I definitely can tighten up part 2. I definitely can move a little faster, jump a little faster, and shorten up the little breaks in between sets for part 2. So next time I do this workout, I will make it my goal to finish the whole thing, including the time in between parts 1 and 2, in under 1 hour. That's ambitious. I don't think I'll get there, but if I really, really try, I know I can get a lot closer. Especially part 2, I can tighten up a lot. And I think I can get my heart rate up quite a bit more than 160 if I'm moving faster, if I'm squeezing in more reps in part 1 and moving faster through part 2. So if you did the workout and you wear your watch while you work out, I'm curious, let me know how long it took you all together. Let me know specifically how long part 2 took you. And let me know what your average heart rate was. Let me know how many calories you burned. I'm always interested to hear that kind of stuff. The other thing I didn't mention, I mentioned it while we were jumping rope, but you can just do 30 minutes. So after the part 1, the 30 minutes of HIIT is done, you really can just start your timer again. Leave it set exactly how it is. 13 rounds of 15 seconds rest and 45 seconds work, and go right into jump rope and just do 30 minutes of jump rope. Or you can set your timer the way I usually set my timer for 30 minutes of jump rope, which is 10-second rest intervals and 20-second work intervals times 60 rounds. That's up to you, but for me, if I was doing intervals, I would probably just keep my timer set the same way, because it's then I don't have to be resetting things, and I would probably just do 15 seconds rest, 45 seconds work times 30 rounds. Same way you have it set for part 1. So that's up to you. Just do whatever works for you. So I think that the video's already long, so I don't want to spend it like another hour explaining and demonstrating the exercises, but I do want to go over equipment-free modifications. So I think I did a pretty thorough job explaining what we were doing as we were going. As always, if anything is unclear about the specific exercises we were doing today, about how to set your timer, about the format, about what I'm talking with jump rope, if anything is unclear, I'm always here to answer questions and help in any way I can with modifications or substitutions, anything I can do to make sure that the workouts are accessible to anyone and everyone who wants to do them with me. So if anything is unclear, if you have questions, if you need help with beginner modifications or equipment-free substitutions, please just reach out, ask questions if you have them. I will always do my best to answer questions or help in any way I can. But I will walk you through your equipment-free modifications for those of you who do not have a dumbbell, or if you just don't feel comfortable adding weight to your workout and you want an equipment-free workout that you can still do right along with this video. So exercise number 1, we were doing a push-up on the dumbbell. If you're very strong, the most similar equipment-free modification for push-ups, the most similar to what I was doing on the dumbbell, would be diamond push-ups. Diamond push-ups is where you have your tips of your index finger together like this and the tip of your thumb together, so that in the middle you are making a diamond shape with your hands. Okay, this in the middle is like a diamond. And do your push-ups from that position. It's a very challenging push-up variation, so if you're very strong, you can try that, or if you want to do that one from your knees, you could do it from your knees. But that would be the most similar. I don't even know if I can do one right now because I'm so fatigued, but with your hands in that position, you would just kick or step your feet out so you're in a plank position, and do your push-up from this position. Then jump your feet back in or step them back in. And then from here, if you're not holding on to weight, then you can't do a counterweight squat because there's no weight. So you can just do an air squat, that's fine. Again, remembering shoulders back and down. Back, meaning that you want to feel like you're pinching your shoulder blades together, and down, meaning away from your ears. So not up here, but down here, back and down. Chest is lifted high. You wanna make sure your core is nice and strong and tight and engaged the whole time. Really feel those abs. Pushing that booty back, thinking like as though you're trying to touch the wall behind you with your booty. That's gonna help keep your weight in your heels. So applying all of those concepts with these planes today. Shoulders back and down, chest lifted high, strong, tight, engaged core. Flat back, okay? Keep your back straight, push the booty back, keep the weight in your heels. And from that position, you wanna sink down into your squat. And then pressing your heels, you wanna actively press your heels into the ground and keeping your core nice and strong and tight and engaged the whole time, keeping your back flat the whole time, chest lifted high the whole time. Press those heels into the ground and come back up to a standing position. If you want to add, since you're not adding weight to it, you can add a jump up if you want, that's fine. So when you get to the top, you can jump up. That's totally up to you. But basically, any kind of push-up and squat variation that you want to do is fine. The diamond push-ups are especially difficult, so you can just do a regular push-up. So you can just put your hands down and then either jump your feet back or step them back. Any push-up variation you want to do is fine, so come down to your knees for the push-up if you need to, or do it from your toes. Then step or jump the feet back in, stand. And then from here, any squat variation you want to do. So an air squat is fine. If you want to add a jump up or add like a little knee twist or something like that, anything you want to do is fine, but basically any push-up variation combined with any squat variation. The next exercise was side lunges with a leg lift. So I mentioned during the workout that I'm not doing a side kick, I'm doing a side leg lift. So I'm lunging to the side, and it's the same principles, right? Shoulders back and down, chest lifted high, strong, tight, engaged core. Back is flat, push the booty back, keep the weight in the heels as you sink into your lunge, okay? And work to your own level, so your range of motion might not be all the way down here. Your range of motion might be here, that's fine, work to your own level. It's just gonna be the same exercise. So again, it was a side leg lift. So I was just lifting the leg to the side. This leg, my lunging leg, is straight. You could do a kick if you want, but that's not what I was doing. So if you want to do what I was doing, I was lunging to the side and then just lifting the leg. And then I was coming back down to this lunge position before returning to the starting position. So lunge, lift the leg, return to the lunge position, and then come back to your starting position. So that's your equipment free modification, because all I was doing was adding an overhead press to that. If you don't have a dumbbell, but you do want to do an overhead press, you can grab a household item, like a water bottle, or a jug of laundry detergent, something like that. You can use a household item, that's fine, but if you want an equipment-free version and you don't want to be lifting anything over your head, then just do it just like that, without any added weight and without the overhead press. That's totally fine. The next exercise was our assisted pistol squats. You can do assisted pistol squats in two ways. I was doing them without any equipment, so I'll show you that first. But it's slightly easier to do them on a chair or a stool or a plyo box or a park bench or something like that, something you can actually sit down on. So I'll show you that in just a second. But if you want to do what I was doing without any equipment, then again, if you don't have a dumbbell, but you do want to add weight, just hold a water bottle or some other kind of household item in front of you. But if you want an equipment-free version and you don't want to add weight, you're going to do the same thing, okay? So again, shoulders back and down, chest lifted high, strong, tight, engaged core, flat back, pushing the booty back, keeping the weight in the heels, okay? This is going to be my what is it? My squatting leg? I don't know, my standing leg. Oh, my brain's not working right now. So I'm gonna lift the other leg and keep this foot behind me. So this foot is here to assist me as much as I need, but you wanna try to use it as little as possible, using it as little as possible on the way down and as little as possible on the way up, but it's there to assist you, so use it as much as you need. So the goal would be to never even tap this foot to the ground, right? That's what you're working towards. So sinking down into your squat, I'm going as deep as I can without touching that foot to the ground, but right towards the end, I need to just tap it to the ground. And then coming back up, I'm going to actively press the heel of this standing foot into the mat. And again, I'm going to use this non-standing foot as little as possible to help me up. I want the strength to come from this leg, but it is an assisted pistol squat, so this foot is here to assist me as much as I need. So pressing this foot into the ground, actively pressing that heel into the ground and activating all those muscles in your standing leg from your foot all the way up to your glutes, straight back. Using this back foot as little as possible and reverse the movement. Now, if you can, without tapping that foot down for a balance check, it's hard to do it in slow motion. Bring that knee up and twist your body, meeting this knee with the elbow on the opposite side. So it's the same exact exercise, but you're not holding any weight in front of you. Super simple modification, okay? So sinking down into the squat, back up, and twist. And then if you can, go right into your next rep without tapping that foot down. If you need to check your balance, you check your balance, but the goal would be to go right into your next rep. So that's it. That's your equipment-free modification. Now, let me show you a slightly easier way to modify the pistol squat to assist yourself. So even though what I just showed you is an assisted pistol squat, again, if you're strong enough to do them without the assistance, go ahead and do regular pistol squats. You can have your foot in front of you as you sink down into the squat, and then just bring the knee up on the way up. If you can do that, great. Doing the pistol squat on an elevated surface like a plyo box or a chair is another way to modify them and assist yourself, and it's a little bit easier than the version I was doing, so this is another possibility. I am demonstrating this on this flimsy plastic folding chair, but I would like you to please not use a chair like this. If you're going to use a chair, please make sure that it is sturdy. Make sure that it is not flimsy and lightweight like this. You want a strong, sturdy chair that can really, really hold your whole body weight on it, and that's not going to slide around on you. So the other thing I recommend is putting your chair on a mat, the way I have this on a mat, so that it can't slide around on you. So make sure that your, whatever surface you're using, whether it's a chair or a bench or a plyo box or your coffee table or your couch or piano bench, any kind of elevated surface is fine as long as it's sturdy and stable and safe, and it's not going to slide around on you, okay? So all you're going to do is stand in front of your chair or whatever elevated surface you're using. A plyo box would be so great for this if you have it, but a chair can work fine. I feel like the amount of air traffic today is just like 100 times more than normal. I'm having to pause every 2 seconds to wait for a plane to fly over, so I don't have to shout over air traffic. Air traffic? Anyway. The other thing too, before I demonstrate, keep in mind that the higher the surface, the easier your pistol squat will be, and the lower the surface you're using, the lower your chair or plyo box or whatever is, the more difficult the pistol squat will be, okay? So keep that in mind as well when you're choosing your elevated surface, okay? So this is gonna be my standing leg. So instead of having the other foot behind me, I'm going to have my non-standing leg in front of me. And then same principles apply, shoulders back and down, chest lifted high, strong, tight, engaged, core flat back. Pushing the booty back, keeping the weight in the heel of that standing foot. I'm just going to sink down, controlling the movement. Don't just plop into the chair. This isn't about just letting gravity, just about falling into the chair, but it's about controlling the movement and using the muscles in that standing leg to lower your body down into the chair. But the chair is here to assist you. So you do want to go ahead and sit all the way down in the chair. Just want to make sure you're not falling into the chair. Control the movement on the way down and control the movement on the way up. So again, press the heel of this standing foot into the ground. If you need to tap this foot on the ground to help you, that's fine. But try not to. Try to never allow this foot to touch the ground. Do your best and see if you can stand back up without using this non-standing leg, if you can. it is always there to assist you if you need it. So if you need to do that, you can do that, but just use it as little as possible. If that is still too difficult, you might be able to do it with something to hold on to. So if you have your chair nice and close to a sturdy, steady surface like a table or the wall, you can try that as well. So using the wall to help steady on the way down, and you've got this foot to help you, you've got the wall to help you. I think that most people can manage some version of that variation of pistol squat. If you can't, again, reach out to me. We can find something that you can do. But then on your way up, so on your way up, you can bring this knee up and do your oblique twist if you are able. That does require a little bit more skill, a little bit more strength, and a little bit more balance. You can hold on to the wall and just bring this elbow to your knee. That will help. Do your best, but if you need to eliminate that part, if that's too difficult, just focus on your pistol squats. I'm not sure if all of that last thing I said was audible because I was shouting over a plane. But yeah, so if the final part of the rep is too difficult, the knee up and the oblique twist, then just eliminate it. If that's the level where you are, just be where you are, be a beginner. If you're a beginner, be a beginner. Just focus on your technique and your form. Make sure you're doing the pistol squats correctly. Work on just that and work on building up your strength. And when you're ready, you can add in the oblique knee twist. Again, you can have your hand on the wall to steady you. That will help. But yeah, if you're not ready to add on that extra little component, then just work on your pistol squats and get stronger doing just pistol squats. And then when you feel like you're ready, you can take it to the next level. The final exercise was that around the world, and then 3 Russian twists. So again, a water bottle would work great if you don't have a dumbbell. If you want an equipment-free modification, then just do Russian twists, okay? So eliminate the around the world part and just do Russian twists. So Russian twists with no equipment will look like this. You're gonna wanna lift your heels up off the mat if you can. Twist and tap your hands to one side of the mat. Twist and tap your hands to the other side. That's it. This is your equipment-free modification, just Russian twists. So you'll be doing just this for the entire 45 seconds. If that is too difficult for you, first of all, if you are not able to twist your body all the way so that you're tapping your hand on the mat, that's fine. Work to your own level. So if your range of motion does not allow you to do that, then just work within your own range of motion. So if you can only twist this far, then twist this far. Okay, so your Russian twist may look like this, and that's fine. Just put in the work at the level where you are right now, and eventually you'll get stronger and you'll get fitter and you'll see your range of motion increase. The other thing, if you're a beginner and it's too difficult to have your feet off the mat, you can do this with your heels on the mat, okay? That's totally fine. So with your heels on the mat, twist and tap your hands down to the mat if you can. If not, just twist to where you can. And then twist to the other side again. Explore your full range of motion, but don't push your body into doing something that you're not ready to do yet. So if you're able to twist all the way over so that you can tap your hands down, do that. If not, just go as far as you can. But this or this can be your beginner version of Russian twists. And with your heels on the mat, you might find that you're able to do this with a weight. So again, if you want to hold on to a water bottle or something, challenge yourself a little more. That's up to you. Just be where you are, okay? It's so important that if you're a beginner, you just allow yourself to be a beginner. And don't try to do more than what you're ready to do now, because if it's too difficult for you, at worst, you're going to injure yourself, and that's not good for anybody, because then you're not going to be able to do the workouts anymore, and you're not going to be able to get stronger, and you're not going to ever be able to progress and get stronger and get more fit. So we don't want that. And at worst, you're just gonna get frustrated because you're not gonna be able to do what you're trying to do because you're trying to do more than what you're capable of right now. So it's really important to just work at your own level and put in the work at that level. Okay, do the best you can at the level you're at, and then eventually after you have mastered that, then you can move on. You can start adding things, you can start increasing your range of motion, you can start increasing the difficulty by lifting up your feet, you can start adding weight, you can make your weight heavier, but it's really important to go in order, okay? So start at the beginning, and then as you put in the work at each level and get stronger and get more fit, then you can challenge yourself a little bit more, but just please don't push your body into doing something that it's not ready to do. Be safe, make the decision that is best for you. I don't want anyone getting hurt, okay? So be at your own level and focus on your proper form and don't get hurt. So those are your equipment-free modifications. If there's anything I didn't cover, if there's anything else you need to see, if you have any questions, if anything is unclear, ask. I am always here to help in any way I can. Again, if you did this workout with me today, thank you very much. Please let me know what you thought of it and how you did. Thank you. To everyone who has been subscribing lately, or if you've been subscribed for years, thank you. I appreciate you all very much. If you're not subscribed already, please subscribe. Thank you to everyone who's been watching the videos and working out with me. And thank you if you're just watching the videos and not working out with me. Keep watching, because eventually one day you're gonna be watching one of these workouts and you're gonna think to yourself, hey, I think I can try that one. Maybe it's today, maybe it's this workout. So let me know when that happens. Thank you for the likes. Thank you for sharing the videos. Please feel free to share away. Thank you for all of your wonderful, supportive comments. It means the world to me. When you guys leave me nice comments, and especially when you comment with the secret code phrase of the day. So before I wrap this up, I will give you today's secret code phrase of the day. It is, hey girlfriend, what you wearing to Europe? So if you are still watching this video, please let me know that someone is still watching by going down to the comment section and leaving me a comment that says, hey girlfriend, what you wearing to Europe? Got it? Hey girlfriend, what you wearing to Europe? That is the secret code phrase of the day. That is it for today, and I will see you all next time. Bye.